So let us move on with the next part of the lecture, connecting with situations. So let us bring an example. Chef and Sir wanted to build a house with potatoes. That's weird. Okay, so he went to a potato shop and ordered 600 potatoes. The shopkeeper told him that it will cost a total of 92 rupees more than the cost of 200 tomatoes. 200 tomatoes cost 480 rupees. How much does 600 potatoes cost? I would like you to read it again. Jefferson Sir wanted to build a house with potatoes, so he went to a potato shop and ordered 600 potatoes. The shopkeeper told him that it will cost a total of 92 rupees more than the cost of 200 tomatoes. 200 tomatoes cost 480 rupees. How much does 600 potatoes cost? Now, so this is what we need to find. How much does 600 potatoes cost? And we do not know the value also. So this is also I don't know. So I'll call it an X. Okay. Now there's a bag of potatoes. That means there is 600 potatoes, and there is 200 tomatoes. So, but if we see that there's a cost of potatoes that we need to know, and it is and we have in the question something called cost of 200 tomatoes also. But if you look in the question and if you read it properly and carefully, I would say, we see that there's a relationship between the cost of potatoes and the cost of tomatoes. And what is that? 92 rupees more. So is it equal? No, it is not. It is 92 rupees more. That is, cost of 600 potatoes is 92 more than cost of 200 tomatoes. So 92 more means 92 extra. So you need to pay extra. That means 92 rupees plus the cost of whatever 200 tomatoes is. Okay, so but in a cost of 600, so I put an equal sign because cost of 600 potatoes is equal to 92 rupees plus cost of 200 tomatoes. Now you get an equation. Look at the question. I mean, because there's an equal sign, you get an equation. Now, cost of 600 potatoes is what I called X in the beginning. So we called it X. So instead of writing cost of 600 potatoes, the whole thing, I will simply write it as X. And cost of 200 tomatoes, it is given as 480 rupees in the question. So I will call it 480 rupees. So if you look carefully, you get an equation. X is equal to 92 plus 480. So this is one thing. Now please rewatch the video, please rewind the video and watch it again if you're having a doubt. Okay, now also if still the doubt persists, you can always ask. Now let's go on to another example. Sammy goes to a Chupadi restaurant to have his breakfast, lunch and dinner daily. The breakfast there costs 35 rupees. Lunch costs 20 rupees more than the cost of breakfast. Dinner cost only 10 rupees less than half the cost of lunch. Find the amount of money that Sammy has to pay daily. It's a little too many things in this question. So please watch the video, watch the question, rewind the video, and read it, or pause the video and read the question again so that you understand it nicely. Now what do we understand from the question? We understand that Sammy is actually a fat guy. Okay, anyways, leave it. It's not part of our max. So what do we need to find? We do not know what is lunch, how much lunch costs. We don't know what is his lunch, that is true, but that is not a matter of our concern. We do not know how much the lunch costs. At the same time, we do not know how much the dinner costs. And at the same time, we do not know what is the total amount of money that Sammy has to pay daily. So let me break this question into different parts: breakfast, lunch, dinner, and the total is the the amount of money which Sammy has to pay daily. So breakfast, according to the question, we know it is 35 rupees. Lunch, it is 20 rupees more than cost of breakfast. So the cost of lunch is 20 rupees more than cost of breakfast. So more than means extra, 20 rupees extra than breakfast cost. So that is 20 rupees plus. Now what is dinner? I mean what is the cost of dinner? The dinner costs 10 rupees less than lunch. Is it? No. 10 rupees less than half the cost of lunch. So half of lunch. So 10 rupees less than, less than means, it is this, I mean the amount is, you're taking it away. So 10 less than is 10 minus. Wait, is there an issue? Is there a problem with what I wrote? Let's just check. So 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. What does it mean? It means, I mean, it not only means this, but 5 minus 2 is equal to 3. I can show it like this. That is, there are 5 people, and if I take away 2 people from that, what remains is 3 people. So 5 minus 2 is, taking 2 away from 5. But what is 2 minus 5 is equal to 3? If I'm writing it like this, is it right? No, that means from 2 people, there are only 2 people, and from these 2 people, I need to take away 5 people. Is it possible? No, it is absurd. I mean, it's impossible. It is so. So when I say 2 less than 5 is equal to 3, it doesn't mean it is 2 minus 5. It means from 5 I'm taking 2 away, then 2 less than 5. From 5 I'm taking 2 away, and what I'm getting is 3. It can also be written as 2 subtracted from 5 is equal to 3. Okay, so 10 less than 10 rupees less than half the cost of lunch doesn't mean it is 10 minus half the lunch. It is half of lunch, half the cost of lunch minus 10 rupees. Okay, so now let us all add it all up. Add the cost of breakfast, the cost of lunch, and the cost of dinner. So total is equal to breakfast plus lunch plus dinner, right? Now breakfast is 35 rupees, so I'm writing 35. Lunch is 20 rupees plus breakfast, that is 20 plus 35, which is equal to 55. Then dinner is half of lunch, that is 55. Then putting a half of lunch minus 10. So you can calculate whatever is that. So and then you add this all up, you get what is the total. So these are how you form these are some ways in how you form equations. I have not shown you to solve equations. I am just telling you how to form I was just telling you how to form equations. So in the next video we'll go on and we'll talk a little on, or not we will talk, I will talk a little on solving the equations. So see you in the next video.